welcome to your breath, to this moment. Start by settling your body with compassion, breathing into whatever's here right now with care, with tenderness. Imagine the possibility of you've never done anything wrong, you never have, and you never will. You might have done things differently if you knew then what you knew now, and it will always be that way. So from this position of forgiving ourselves, because at that time we were trying to meet needs, and we may do something different now, as when we think back. There might be coulda, shoulda, wouldas. There might be, oh, if only I had that. Someone from the group said, if only I had this with my child growing up. And we didn't. Or it wasn't in our tractor beams. Whatever it is, forgive ourselves right now, knowing we were trying to meet our needs. And the achiness that comes with the results of whatever our actions were. So, tangled up in forgiving other people is starting with forgiving ourselves. Knowing we're human, knowing we're only trying to meet our needs. All of us. So, how does forgiveness land in you? How does it feel to forgive yourself for everything that you've done in the past? Is it too much? Keep coming back to a larger you that can see your actions as part of a greater whole. If only we'd had these things when our kids were growing up. If only I could give more. Something. Noticing when there's coulda, shoulda, wouldas. And notice that the coulda, shoulda, wouldas points to needs. Like if only we'd had this wisdom when our kids were growing up to step back at times. Or maybe become engaged at times, and we didn't know what at that time to do. We might have done something differently now. And right now, we can only forgive ourselves for being human and being the best parent we could be, or the best friend or child we can be at that moment. Using that information to grow now. to hold our beloveds with the wisdom that we have now. To stay with that. To keep that candle lit for ourselves in forgiveness, in compassion. If we can't forgive ourselves, we're not going to be able to heal friendships where we want one person to be different. And we're very, very stuck in they should change their views or they should do something different. And the same thing with our kids, with the person they are today. Starting with accepting and forgiving ourselves. How does forgiveness feel in your body? Love so deep that we shower ourselves with knowing that at that moment we tried our best. And we can grow from that. The songs that we'd sing to our kids then are songs that we can hold ourselves and sing to ourselves right now as a mantra. Express to them that I wish I'd had that now. I wish I had that then. And we can learn and grow now. Offering ourselves compassion and forgiveness. And when we are ready to forgive ourselves, we're ready to accept other people for how they are. That's not saying that we have to be around all these people 24/7 or to have them as part of our life. We may have learned that being around this person is not helpful to me, is not nurturing to me. And we keep on coming back to forgiveness for ourselves, knowing that we loved the best we could at that time. And we may do something different then if we could redo the past. And the coulda, shoulda, wouldas only point to needs right now. What can we change in this moment? And the most powerful thing we can do is to forgive ourselves. If we're angry at other people, start with forgiving yourself for something. And if you come up with, I don't have anything to forgive myself for, come back to just offering compassion to ourselves for things that happened. Just sticking with that. Compassion to ourselves for our own discomfort then, our own flailing around looking for relief then, and coming back to now. Coming back to knowing we cannot control other people. That worrying about the past or future is not helpful. But we can hold ourselves in this mantra of, my beloved, right now you're okay. And let that reverberate out to others. That forgiveness, that fierceness. Those difficult conversations that start off with the line that I shared with you all, I love you so much that I'm drawing this boundary of what I can do for you. I will continue to love you, I will continue to hold you, and I cannot save your life. I'm making decisions one breath at a time, and I cannot save your life. I can only save my own. Starting off with forgiving myself for the limitations I have. So if you're ready to forgive yourself, 100%, consider forgiving others and sharing that with all beings in the world. Thank you so much.